Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and I am so excited that you're with us today. And kicking off today, I've got Rebecca Craddock with us, and she is with Bristol City Schools. Welcome to the show, Rebecca.
Thank you.
And this is a very, very important topic, and it's a little bit more serious topic that we're going to start with, and that is attendance. You know, we've all heard about attendance. We know it's important. Why are we really stressing it now?
This year we're talking about something, and last year too, we started talking about chronic absenteeism, and it's a state initiative, and it's a topic that a lot of research has been built around. And chronic absenteeism is when a student misses 10% or more of a school year. So in Tennessee, we go 180 days, and that would be 18 days a school year, which is a lot. So we're focusing on that, and we're focusing on everything we can do to make sure kids are in school and ready to learn.
And in terms of, I'm thinking chronically absenteeism, I'm thinking let's all say that 3 times. That is a mouthful, but obviously it has come to the state's attention.
Sure.
And how do you even identify these students?
We are trying to identify them early and put an intervention plan in place and really work together with the families, work with the students, work with the parents when we feel like a child might be at risk of being chronically absent. And what that means is starting out with a call from the teacher, and then if it becomes necessary, setting up a meeting with administrators. And we have what we call a 3-tier intervention plan that we're going to be putting in place this year, and that we've outlined for parents in advance, where we will really be implementing a team approach in working with families to try to work on some of those challenges and issues, because there are so many. We all know, you're a parent, I'm a parent, we all know that there are many, many reasons a child might have to be absent from school, and we want to help.
So really it's about intervening in the beginning stages. When you kind of start seeing some patterns, that's when the teacher will get in touch, and then, you know, the school and so on and so forth.
Yes, because we see families who have children who are chronically ill. They might have a sick family member at home, they might have transportation issues, and maybe they don't reach out to the school. Maybe they're embarrassed, maybe they don't know that the school's there to help them. And we want to help. We want them to reach out to the school, and we want to put interventions in place. We want to put things in place where we can help them get to school, because there is so much research that shows, even starting as early as kindergarten, like 3 out of 4 students are not reading on grade level if they're chronically absent in kindergarten and 1st grade. And if kids aren't reading on grade level by 3rd grade, it makes it difficult, because kids learn to read up until 3rd grade. After that, they read to learn. So if they're not learning by then, they're at a significant disadvantage.
Well, and we definitely can't have that. And in terms of knowing that there are early identifiers, what else is the city doing for the kids that seem to be already at risk?
Well, I mean, really, we're putting some education out there, like we're going to have something online, because we're certainly not suggesting that parents send their children to school sick. So when is my child too sick to come to school? Just how can we get a child educated when there are those barriers and there are those challenges there? What are your options? You know, is it a transportation issue? So again, just working with families and letting the student and the parent or guardian know how very, very important it is that the child is in school, and how significant of an impact, like I said, even beginning at kindergarten, and it's a cumulative effect. Even if the child's been cumulatively and chronically absent up until 9th grade, it's still important to get them there and to start that good attendance habit at that point.
And it really sounds like, you know, the city is doing a good job in just opening those lines of communication.
Absolutely. And that's important with anything, attendance, academics, anything.
And then Now, on the flip side, I'm a parent, you're a parent, and we're concerned that our child is absent. From our end, how should we handle it from a parent's perspective?
Contact your teacher, contact the child's
Start with the
teacher, contact the school principal, and get the ball rolling. And they are there to help you. You know, those folks have been getting all of this information, all of this research, all of these intervention strategies, so they are prepared to help parents.
And it obviously really helps their self-esteem. You know, when a child is absent, especially when they're younger and they're missing out, you know, they feel like, you know, they don't know as much as everybody else. So it's great that there are a lot of ways that you can work with families if they run into, you know, a chronically ill child or something of that nature where they're getting in that pattern. If I have any information, and I'm sure there are parents sitting out watching today that might have a little bit more information, where do they go?
They can always go to our website at bgcs.org, call the school. There, we have a new school board policy on chronic absenteeism, and it is listed on our website under board policies. We'll be putting out links to information about attendance in their school handbook. We have an attendance policy, so there are lots of ways to get information, and if they ever have questions, they can always call the school.
And there are days, sick days obviously built in, and excused absences, but we're really talking about the situations that kind of go past that and, you know, put the child at risk for, you know, not getting to the next grade. So
Absolutely. We're not talking about, you know, your child having to go to the doctor and being diagnosed with strep and having to miss a couple days. That's not, you know, that's not the situations that we're referring to. We're referring to those challenges that are true barriers to your child being at school on a regular basis.
and this is some great information. So, a topic we don't usually cover or talk about, but we need to because it is important, and it's great that the state is addressing it, and then of course that means we are too. Is there anything that I'm missing on this topic?
I don't think so. I appreciate you all having us here and helping get the word out to parents, and we'll be doing that in a lot of ways this year.
And you also have something that's a little bit more fun and exciting to talk about, and I've been holding it the entire time. But this is something new for Bristol City Schools. We have a beautiful calendar that's available for all students.
Mm-hmm. And our staff and faculty members. Yes, it has all of our calendar days on it, and it has lots of pictures of our students and our staff. So if your child didn't bring it home, then contact your school and make sure you get one. We are pretty proud of it, and we hope to be doing one every year.
This is great. Well, fantastic. Thanks. And we all have a copy in here too. So that's great, Rebecca. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Sure. And we'll look forward to seeing you on here next time, sometime soon.
Okay.
And you stay with us. We'll be right back.